Hi everyone. You're welcome to Creatively Speaking. You're welcome to Creatively Speaking. And right here, we are having Victor Va. Victor Va. I'll be adding him up in a few moments. Yeah, he's here with us. Wow. He's joining us. I, glad to have a great man here with us.
Big man, what's up now?
I'm doing well. I'm doing amazing. Trust your day was fantastic.
Yeah, my day was nice. My day was nice. Actually, it
Yeah,
was really
yeah.
nice.
It's
Really
glad to
nice.
have you.
I feel the
Thanks
same way.
for lighting to this.
I feel the same way too. I feel the same way too, man.
Hey! So many. Okay. We are going to start.
No
So
wala.
okay. Let me just feed the bio. Let people know the kind of person we have here.
No wala now.
Okay. I'm just going to run through Victor's. Okay, which is your name, Gogo? Is it Victor or because I confuse these two names.
Okay.
Sometimes I want to refer to you. I call you Victor. Sometimes Oba. Which one is your
Yeah,
name, Gogo?
anyone you want actually. Anyway, the surname is Oba, but then my name is Victor. Yeah.
Your name is Victor. Okay.
Yeah.
Victor Jeremiah Oba is a problem solver. He's a graduate of theater arts and actor, writer, public speaker. He's a co-founder of the Sixth Idea, a consulting firm for small businesses and personal development. It is a company that is focused on problem solving, social media management, branding, sales, and structure for startups. The Victor Oba brand over the years is known for faith, leadership, business. He has graced
Yeah.
over 100 stages and reached out to the world via his social media platforms through videos, write-ups, and podcasts. He has grown a wide network of followers and quality people just by maximizing potentials and growing. Wow. Fantastic. Into your podcast, the course shifts in my perspective. So how do you
Yeah.
in fact, there's a force your podcast comes with, and your tone of, I mean, the authority you push your words with. I mean, it's quite amazing. Beyond the message, I mean, your presentation comes with this force that ignites something on your inside. So
Okay.
how do you come about this quality content, and as well that level of presentation in your way of doing
Okay, that's thank you very much. I mean, it's really amazing to be here. So, I will just go straight to the point. Part of what I actually wanted to discuss today, like really go deep on it, is uniqueness, right? And somehow, I think my podcast have okay. So I was having a conversation with a lady. Her name is Brooks, right? So Brooks is a radio broadcaster, and she said something. She said she was standing by BLT some days ago, and then she just asked herself that why is it that flies are always attracted to mango? Like why? What's the why? These are things that we feel that happen every day, but she wanted to know why, right? And it
yeah.
occurred to me that the thing about my podcast is the little things matter. Do you
Okay.
get? For me, that's how I get content. The little things matter, especially when uh, the title of this live is storytelling for a living, right? There a lot of things are happening to us part time that we undermine because we feel that it's not big. Do you
Oh,
get?
yeah.
But just someone reaching out to say, "Oh, thank you for what you did to me. Like, thank you. If I didn't hear what you said today, probably I would not be where I am currently." Right?
Yeah.
That shifts the perspective that little things matter. Do you get? So we don't define what types of story to tell because you don't know. You can't control the ripple effect of your work. That's the
Mm,
truth, right? You cannot control. You are doing a podcast 30 minutes here or probably 5 minutes, and someone as far as Kano State reaches out to you to say, I saw your podcast somewhere and I just want to say thank you. I mean, there's no better salary than that. Not like we are making money, of course, right? But then that very idea that, so I get content from real life issues. I get content from stuff that I know, oh, is relatable to this person, right? I'm a 20-something-year-old person, and it's easier for me to say, oh, this is what my peers are passing through. This is what I'm facing through. Oh, this is how I go about it. This is what I learned. So I'm letting you in into my conversation, into my world. So yeah, that's basically how this content comes.
Wow, wow, great, wow, great. So, you see, we've learned, I'm talking for myself. I've
Okay.
heard people talk about storytelling. You shouldn't just go directly to the point. Try to craft in stories. I mean, so that that is what people connect to, and from there you can send your message. I mean, a whole lot of scenarios. But I as well, okay. In my last physical gathering, that was at TMLC.
Okay.
Um, After my presentation, I got to meet you, and you told me that your presence there was to listen to my story, that
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
were led to hear my story.
Yeah.
So, how should people tell their stories? Because I never knew, because I was even reluctant telling that side
That story
of my life,
of your
that part of
life.
my life. Yeah, but when I told, because it was even at the tail end of the meeting, that was when I just felt like sharing that
Sharing
experience.
it.
So, how should people tell their stories? And if we are talking about telling rather, how should we craft it? What should people be saying about themselves?
Okay, so when I would say this at the time when I got to your event, I saw the flyer and I just sort of like attracted to it. I'll never forget I was on the island that day, and I just had to
Yeah.
just run down to Oba and attended, right. Now, just like I said before, you don't have control over the ripple effect of what your story is going to do in someone else's life. You can't even
Yeah.
imagine it, right? So
Mm.
I think when you understand storytelling from that perspective, why storytelling now is a little bit more all of everywhere is because, oh, there's a lot of brands are doing storytelling, so it's more intentional, and you can actually craft something with the real purpose that you want to make money out of it and actually see cash out. But then the idea of storytelling is letting me in into your process. Now, if you remember, a lot of people used to be like, I will not tell my story until I've blown up, right?
Mm.
There's this from how they used to call it now, from shame to fame, all those type of story. Do you get, like, people always wanted their stories to be rosy before they could tell it. People people wanted to people wanted to blow, as it were, before they would start telling their story. But now we realize that the fact that I am alive, right, and the fact that I am going through a phase, I'm going through a come into your own world. Hello?
Hello, I'm back. I'm back.
All right,
I
yeah.
guess.
So it's a way of saying, it's a way of letting people in into your journey, all right?
Yeah.
For example, I think at the time when I collected your number, so I don't know, Precious is online, right? So Precious was
Yeah. So
asking me this very funny question. She said, let's say
let us
Precious
even give it up for you know her as Precious. I know her. She's an
yeah,
amazing friend. She's an
amazing
amazing
person,
friend. Though
right?
we fight a lot.
So no, she's
Yeah.
really amazing. I can understand. I feel your pain. Do you get? So she said something.
Okay.
She said, how is it that you are able to collect somebody's number? And I, for one, I don't collect people's number like anyhow. I remember that day I collected your number, and so she was asking, so, like, how do you do it and all? And I'm like, I tell people that I have this high propensity to discern people. When I it's you can see a life that is being lived
Mm.
intentionally with the idea that this person wants to succeed, and you can be a part of that person's story, right?
Yeah.
So stories are what endears us to each other. when you shared that story, I'm like, God, I can relate with this guy. I've been there. There was a point in my life where we didn't eat till around 12 o'clock that day, and my dad got back, and my dad brought bread. He could not buy tea. It was just bread and water we ate that day.
Wow,
Like,
wow.
so when somebody shares that story, something like that, it will get to me because I know that, oh, I know where this person is coming from, right? So one of the things that stories gives us this opportunity to build communities. Do you get?
Yeah.
It's not, there's nothing selfish about stories. When we were in Redex, right? So there was this, one of our facilitators played this really amazing ad by Lifebuoy. So I think for a while in India, there has been this issue of people not living up to the age of 5, right? And
Wow.
so Lifebuoy was that soap that came up with that health mentality that, oh, you can actually live up to the age of 5. And the storytelling in the ad was really amazing, right? Because the boy actually lived up to the age of 5. So the father was doing something like a stunt backflip from the beginning, from their house to the temple, just to thank God that, oh, my child actually got to the age of 5, right? Now,
Wow.
that type of story, it will get to your heart, because even here in Africa, we know a lot of people who don't live up to the age of 5 because of one health issue or the other. Do you get? So
Mm.
stories build communities for us, right? Stories gives us a sense of belonging. That's why if you look at 1/3 of Jesus Christ's ministry on the earth, he was telling stories. He was telling stories. He was telling parables. He was giving us an idea that I am relatable, right? If at all you are not believe, if the miracles are too big and you cannot understand the miracles, at least listen to the
Yeah.
stories, listen to the parables.
Uh,
Do you get?
yeah.
So yeah,
That's
that's what I think.
fantastic. So, as a creative and as a creator, I've gone on your page many times, and also I think at the point I was opportune rather
Okay.
to read some of your contents on Medium, and these are fantastic
Oh, Medium. Yeah.
content. So,
Thank you.
how do
Thank
you
you.
infuse, you're welcome. How do you infuse money making strategies into your content creation plan? Because
Mm.
the as much as we don't, some of us have our
Day to
our day
job.
job,
Day job.
as
Yeah.
we have, but in a way, this is still we are still putting a measure of effort into
Yeah.
all of this, and many people as well living their life majorly on this act. You get,
Yeah.
so how do we? I mean, as I'm not talking from from the view of people who have grown. I'm talking from a view of people who are trying to build up themselves and trying to make money alongside. So, are you
Okay.
saying starting out, you shouldn't think about money at all? You should just do what you want to do, just tell stories, and you shouldn't have a plan. I mean, at the start out stage, I just want you to give a perspective to money
To
being
make
a
money
part
from it.
of. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, for me, I think that currently I'm a freelance, right? I'm a freelance, and I would say that everybody that wants to come out, that want to launch out, you first of all have to decide this is what you want to do full time. Do you get? Frustration is one of the craziest things that really affects creativity, especially when you don't have access to tools, especially when you don't have access to. It's not even getting ideas. Getting ideas is, to some extent, I mean, a lot of people a lot of people struggle with getting ideas anyway. But then on the money level, getting ideas is actually basic. Do you get? Making money from what you do, from your art, should be something you decide within yourself that you like. I want to make money from this, right? Because I feel that if you are conscious that you want to make money from it, then there are certain structures you put in place, right? For
Yeah.
example, I can decide to come online today and just say, oh, I want to write a book, right? I want to write a book. I want everybody to buy because I want to make money. It's different
Mm.
for me to use storytelling as a brand. Like, people know me for something. If it's easier for me to sell than someone who just wants to sell because they want to sell. right? So it means that he actually has a very powerful ability to convince the market. If you are very creative at what you do and you have your following, you can actually make money. But then you still decide if this is what you want to do for the long haul, right? So I believe that one of the basic things you need to consider is find your purpose. Do you
Okay.
get? Now, people will say that purpose and does it really correlate? But the truth is, if you purpose, right, you would understand your unique selling point. Now, unique selling points, I tell people you can't compete with uniqueness. Right? You can only identify with, compete with it.
Very public pitch. Hello. Apology for that. Apology for that. Okay, so
That's what we see in Nigeria.
but we just have to move irrespective of the seemingly disadvantages. Yeah, we move. So you were saying something the other time.
Okay, so I was saying that I think that the most important thing for us as creatives is to, at the start of our journey, we have to decide whether or not we want to make money from it. Because and it begins by first of all understanding that this is your purpose. Like I said earlier, I said that you need to understand your unique selling point, right? Because stories you can intentionally make your story to solve a problem. Why people pay is because you are solving a problem.
Yeah.
That's why the sixth idea is a consulting firm with the intent that we want to help small businesses. That's why I can collect money.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
collect money because I'm solving a need. So it's beyond just telling stories for telling stories' sake. You have to find what stories what problems your stories are solving, right? And I was having a conversation with one of my friends, Leonard Peters. Leonard Peters works for Gami Properties, a salesman. So we're having this conversation about credibility, and then he said something. He said, "Do you know that Victor, you are as I am as valuable as you are." Right? And someone will think that that's right, but it's not. It's someone understanding that. He said something. He said, "Do you know if they put us in the same place, they will accord you the same respect that they accord me." That's someone who understands who he is, right? You cannot compete with uniqueness. You can only identify with it.
Yeah.
So as a creative, what you bring to the table is your uniqueness. Let's not forget about value. Anybody can learn value in 6 months. Anybody can become valuable in 6 months. But my uniqueness, for example, if anybody's looking for Victor right now, they will have to come join this life. You can't find me anywhere else if not on this life. And that's what we said. We are selling uniqueness. What makes somebody stand out and say, "It's Bolu I want." That's what we are selling. So one of the things that will make you really sound as a storyteller is to hone your craft. To hone your craft. I tell people, I say, I'm a badass actor. Do you get? I'm saying that from a place of confidence because I know how good I am. Do you get? So you can't charge people for what you are not good at. And I think that's where many creators are having a lot of. You can't charge for what you are not yet good at. It would even have issues on your own brand itself, right? So people, it's one you can come out today and say you're a poet. You can come out today and say you're a and then they give you you're speaking on what they give you the opportunity, and then they are saying as I go in a slow, go ready like my brother. Take time to build your craft. Take time to hone your craft. Let me tell you something. There are some places where I've gone to do stuff. I never expected I was going to get paid. Until they gave me something. And I'm like, well, if I were to charge, I might not have even charged as much as they gave me. So it's one of the things of understanding how powerful our gifts are. So don't just come out there and say, I'm a storyteller, I'm creative. If you tell yourself that you're creative, you have to put value on that name you have called yourself.
Of course.
Spend time and build capacity for you to be able to tell someone that this is who I am. Yes, Manuel, hone that craft. So that when people strike conversations with you and then you give them your bill, they won't have issues paying with it. They won't have issues paying you. So from the start of your journey, very disciplined. You have to tell yourself, oh, I want to make money from this thing. Another thing is, if you know you want to make money from this, you have to pay money also. You have to register for some courses. You have to, for example, Silent King is doing something right now for realtors where they can actually learn and be able. You have to be ready to pay for stuff like that.
Of
Do you get it?
course.
If you want to be a badass writer, you have to pay a badass writer to get stuff from that writer. For example, you went on my video. If my work is crap, you won't go there again.
Of
But if I
course.
send you a link that I wrote something on my video, you go back there, you get. So we need to understand it's understanding that you want to make money from this, right? Because you want to make money. Oh, for example, Michael just joined this live, right? So Michael is my friend, and I never knew that Michael was actually one of the music director of one of the churches in Abuja. I never knew. Now Michael passes off me as a creative. Is he making money from it? Actually, he is. Why is he making money? Because the man has spent time to work on himself to be able to charge a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
It's just like instrumentals. There are levels to instrumentals. There are some instrumentals that they come and play and God bless you. There are some that come and play. So
Okay. Let me just come in at this point. So should we all be storytellers, irrespective of the sphere we operate? I mean, the spheres we operate in as individuals. And at what point should we tell our stories? You get should there be a striking time, or wherever we get to, we should be ready to tell our story. I just want you to give me a very spot on answer. You get so as individuals, irrespective of wherever we operate, should we all be storytellers? I mean, it could be fiction, it could be real life stories. I don't know how you want to differentiate.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think that should be the right question.
Okay.
Because all of us are telling stories.
Oh yeah.
We are telling stories. Difference is I might not necessarily be telling my own story. I might be telling someone else's story. But we are telling stories. If I come on Instagram and I see content, that content is telling a story. So the question is just like you asked, at what point should I come out and say I want to tell my story? I believe that conversations prepare clarity. Conversations prepare clarity. You need to start telling your story, right? You need to start telling your story when you see that there is something happening in my life. I am sensing change. I'm not the same person that I was 3 months ago. I'm going through a process and something changing about my life. Now, oftentimes that change necessarily might not be a 50 million naira change. It might not be a 100 million naira change. But I am not the same person that I was yesterday. Let me bring you into my journey. Let me tell you how I did this and that. Right? You know one thing that people say when they hear storytelling, first you want to bring yourself as an expert and teach people I can this and that. It's beyond that. It's not about being an expert, right? It's about sharing your knowledge. Let me tell you something. There are some things you never find out if not that you met some people. And those people that you met that even told you about that stuff, they were not necessarily like that. They were just sharing with you. Do you get it? So for me, I think when you need to start telling your story when you sense change in your life, right? When you know that I'm changed. I am changed, right? That's why I don't know. I'm a believer, right? There was one time when Peter would say that thing which we have seen, we have touched, we have handled, we cannot just speak of it. You get. So there is a level you get to when something has worked for you. When something has worked for you. I mean, the world is a we're in a small village, right? So the idea that has worked for me, I can bring you to that story. That's why they say that there's story, right? So it is just understanding that this is what has worked for me, and I want to bring you to my journey. So for me, that's it.
Fantastic. I really like how you've been able to provide clarity with these. I mean, from the angle that the thing you experienced, you must have the courage to express those things even for other people, and not necessarily from that position of I want to position myself as an expert. It is just about sharing what you know. Yeah. So are growing creatives, because I really want these live sessions to impact lives, especially people looking up to other creatives and thinking like one day I want to be like this person. And one of the things I noticed even when I just started pushing out content is that there's this imposter syndrome that affects like you judge yourself. Can what will people what light will people see me true? I mean, how will people perceive me? How am I really sure I know this thing? You get several questions come up in your mind, and like, am I sure I'm ready for this? So how do individuals deal with those thoughts, and they just have that bonus to just come out and say, I'm ready to share my story. So how do people deal with this?
One of the most amazing that you need to actually first of all, you need to intentionally put yourself in community of people. I was saying that for people that have imposter syndrome and all, right? For me, I think the most important thing is attach yourself to the community of people that really want the best for you, even though they are 2 hours, 4 or 5. Because the thing with a lot of creatives, we think that we are our standards. You are not your standard. Do you get it? Because every single day you get better than you were yesterday. So even your job is to surprise yourself, right? So when you are your own barrier over a long period of time, you won't do any good work. Right? Do you get you won't do any great work. Do you understand? So the idea for creative imposter syndrome is really real. Like there are lots of people who they are so good, like they have a lot of stuff going on, but it is just inside their folder in their house, so nobody sees it. Like, and you cannot be judge of your own work, right? You cannot be judge of your own work. If I don't know why this is so passionate. I'm so passionate about this. Thank you, Brad. What's up now? Right? I'm so passionate about this that I tell people that you don't have a control over the ripple effect of your work. See, I'm a big person on purpose. I'm a big person on purpose. I got a message from one this woman. Someone she's really elderly, right? She's a wealthy elderly woman, and she's on my list, and I really appreciate her a lot. So one day she started to me. I sent her one of my podcasts, and then she started to me, and she was like, somebody from German philosopher. So she posted my podcast on our WhatsApp status, and the German philosopher reached out and said, this actually blew his mind. And at that moment, I began thinking about okay, so imagine when the idea for this podcast came, and I said, no, let me not do it. So I won't have been in that position to inspire a German philosopher. Do you get? Wow. So you are not the judge of your work. You are only a channel, right? That's why good ideas always go to people who know how to make use of them. Do you get? Like good ideas always go to people. It's true. Like I'm telling you, I've met someone who they legit don't have idea issues. Not like they are perfect, not like they are good. It's just that they just always know what to do because the mind is always at work. Right? So the only question they ask is this viable? Can we make this work? Is it not going to work out? If it's going to work out, then go, let's do it. Do you get? Understand, especially for the first phase of your journey, right? Just like I said at the beginning, I said you are not the standard of your work. Your audience are the standard of your work. People will receive what you do. For example, I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense to you. You are doing if you don't do I would not know that. I might be like, oh, Oba, you're saying rubbish. Do you get? I'm getting a lot of in the comment section, which means, oh, Oba is saying something that is making sense. So you are not the judge of your work. Until you let it out there, you won't even know that you bless it to other people. right?
Yeah.
Bright is into real estate, and until if Bright does not give you a product of a land that, oh, please come and buy this and come and buy that, how would you know that the man is into properties? I
Yes.
don't know if you
Yes.
understand. Salem, keep doing something about promoting yourself now for the next 30 days. The idea is you must put yourself out there. Okay, another perspective from this also is not just even putting yourself out there as a form of show off. It's putting yourself out there to also scrutinize your work.
Yeah. To get feedback.
Get back. That's how you
And,
grow.
and see the measure of how your work is impacting
Do
others.
you understand? I jokingly made a monologue today, and I'm having two sides about it. That should I post this? Should I not post this? And I know that I have people on my list that I can just easily send them and be like, bet this thing for me, right? That's why I say community is important, right? Especially at the start of career. Before you get that confidence to be able to say anything, you must first of all have a community that can guide you and be like, oh, Papa, you can do better. You can do better does not mean you didn't do it good enough. They are only saying you can unleash
You
more.
can rise.
You can do more than
rise
what
to
you've
the
done. Do you get? So for me, I think one of the things that really helps us with imposter syndrome is being able to, put yourself in a community of people that want to see you grow and have that confidence to at least start something. Because if you don't start, you are people who are supposed to glean from your wealth of knowledge. You have put them on a queue because you chose not to start.
Now, this conversation will lead to something that went on between both of us. And it was just it might not have been clear until I started to say what I wanted to say. So recently, I posted something on my Instagram feed, and it reads, "The fact that no one is indispensable doesn't mean you should be easily replaceable." And there was a form of toss that happened. So I think imposter syndrome will better help us to in this narrative. You get I believe we all are projects. I mean, how would I put it now? We all are still a form of work being still worked on. I might not get that perfectly, but what I'm trying to express is that there's a measure of what we do on ourselves that gives us a measure of indispensability. And I call it a measure because I don't believe, personally, I don't believe that anybody cannot be done without. It is just about the rate at which, and I like the response to that post. You said you are ready to. My goal is to make myself so good that I will be indispensable. So I think as much as we are ready to do the work, there's still a factor of time that needs to be well considered. You get. So as a Bolu right now, I'm into integrated marketing communications. You get. I see the validity of my position. I mean, it's fair I operate. But I can't, the level of my indispensability might not, I mean, the work I've done so far, and the time I've spent, might not position me within a clique of some people. And this is not just about looking down on myself. It is just about a movement through time and with work. You get. So how will you? Because I really want you to shed more light on your position as regards that top of mind. You get. So you are ready to do the work, but you now said. Meetings don't go on without some folks. You get. So what is your own concept of indispensability? I would like to hear from you.
Okay, so wow, this is actually amazing. So this is how I see it. It is important for us to understand that we're a work in progress. We get that part. Now, if anybody's looking like the first, that's why it's important. At the beginning of this life, I said you must be able to identify your unique selling point. Life are in phases. That's just the truth, right? At the start of your career, you're not going to be the best at what you do. In fact, if you are the best at what you do in your industry when you start, where are the other people in the industry? Do you get? I think that what is extremely important is at this phase of my life right now. For example, I'm a performer, right? And if I'm on stage and you listen to me on stage, I don't know. There's something with my own performance that you can't get somewhere else.
Exactly.
That's the perspective from which I'm coming from. There's something about me. You can't find it anywhere else. That's why I said you cannot compete with uniqueness. You can only identify with it. What makes me stand out is what me I'm selling to you. If I have five different products and all of them are doing the same thing, you can't tell me that there's not one reason why one is better than the others. Do you get? It's just like people who compare Ronaldo and Messi. Till tomorrow, they still cannot pick one out of them because the two of them are really unique and valuable. Do you get? So for me, I'm finding my own touch of indispensability, and I'm maximizing on it. For example, if as an actor I am very good with emotion, I will build on my emotion so that if you think about an actor that needs to portray a certain emotion, it's me you first call. Do you get? So the idea of and part of why people don't actually agree is because of the concept of pride. Right? It's because being indispensable a lot of times always integrates pride a lot of times, right? That's why people say, do you want to say we cannot do without you? Actually, there are some people that cannot do without. And those people are really humble. This is who I am. This is my work. I am good at my job. Do you get? You can't find me elsewhere. I'll give an example. I was watching a video by Simon Sinek, and Simon Sinek called someone to help him with the wallpaper, right? A wallpaper design. So when he called, the guy came around, and the guy said, "I got your number from someone to help me do this wallpaper, right?" And the guy said, "I don't have this size of wallpaper, but I can give you the contact of someone who will be able to provide you this size." Now, Simon Sinek was thinking that the guy was joking. The guy actually gave the number of another person and left. Now, Simon Sinek said, he said months after that encounter, if he needed somebody to do wallpaper for him, he would call that guy that had boldness to refer him to another person. Do you understand? So this is someone who is saying, I am not good in this particular type of job, but you see this job, I am so good at it. Do you get? I mean, for example, if you come to me and tell me you want to write fiction, I don't have that time to help you write fiction. I'm not good with fiction. But if you tell me to help you write non-fiction, I will write it excellently for you. That's my strength. So when you see being indispensable from a perspective of strength, not from a perspective of weakness, you will see you can actually leverage on your strength to a point where you are the best in your field.
Wow, fantastic.
That's the rest.
Wow. Should we stop here or should we have some other things to say? Because I'm really fired up as an individual right now. And I think there are some things to just take another look over. You get and just be
Okay, so back to storytelling. I think it's the idea that nobody will be able to tell your story better more than yourself. Like nobody will be able to tell your story better more than you. If there are a lot of books about Jobs today, but if Steve Jobs wrote his own book, it will sell more than any other book that someone else wrote for you. Right? Like I said, we are all in the process. We are all in the process. The idea of the process is you know there are a lot of people facing what you are facing through. But probably you are the only person who is solving that problem the way you are solving it. But the world needs to hear about it to solve the problem. Do you get? So it begins from a point of uniqueness. it begins from a point of uniqueness. If our fingerprints are not the same, then it means that God was intentional about how we are. Like we're totally different. So when I understand my uniqueness, it will be easier for me to tell my story. Do you get? So there's a lot of things about storytelling, and your stories must answer a question or a need, right? Your stories you must find, you must be passionate about the stories that you tell. I think storytelling started for me as a drama person, right? I used to think okay, so I grew up really shy. I grew up really shy and all.
No one will believe.
No one will believe. I'm telling you, my guy. Do you get? And so in church that day, they wanted to do drama, so they were looking for someone to play the role of the devil, right? And before that time, I would watch movies and I could interpret what the directors wanted to interpret in my head. I could even create different scenarios from the same scene. It was normal to me. So when I was in church that day, and they said they were looking for who to do devil, I said, let me run this thing, let me just let them see this guy bad, right? And that was where it started for me. And have you also come to realize that people who tell a lot of stories, they always have stories to tell. Because when you when you put yourself as a channel, you will get more content. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
When you put yourself as a channel, when you let things flow from you will get more content. So storytelling is very core in communication. That's why a lot of brands are making use of it now. They want to give us this sense of relatability. Oh, I understand what you're going through. You get come and be part of my story. Come and be part of this. And it's an opportunity to be part of the story because you don't know how this person's life will turn out. But just because we told your story, they can easily refer to you and be like, no, this guy is something about Bolu. Since I met Bolu on that line, Bolu just the guy has been motivating me, has been doing this stuff. So our stories are giving blood for community, and until we tell it, you get.
The world will get to know.
The world will not get. I'm telling you. Yeah.
An amazing session.
I feel the same way.
So, Victor, I cannot thank you enough. I want to say thank you so much for coming out of your busy schedule. Anybody that sees you what you push out, we know that there is really a measure of hard work in all of those things. And I do not take your, having out this space of time to do this, I do not take it lightly. So thank you so much. No, it's fine. It's just like we move, and that's how the world works. At some point, there's a need for imagine. So thank you so much. And for everyone that has been a part of this, and most importantly, Precious, that is from your own side and from my own side. Thank you for getting me to know Victor. Sometimes coming to your state, we share ideas, get to know about a lot of things, and we get these are times that are very important. We don't get to talk every man, and anytime we just have that small moment, I think it's a setting for a long time. It gives a great perspective to a lot of things, and I think coming back right now, even to do it in the public is something that much. So I do not take it like thank you so much.
Me too, brother. All right, now. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much. Do have a great night and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.
You too. All right.
Yeah.